a loss like tonight more difficult than others just because of the pushback you guys had in that second half and that late goal they got?
I mean, I think it's kind of a similar story we're seeing in the last couple strings of losses. We're starting a little slow and digging a hole, and we just talked about in the room like there's parts of the game where we're really really good, and in this league you got to play 60 minutes. It's tough. It's tough to kind of get that momentum back, and to come out on the losing end, but you have to play 60 minutes to win this league.
You say that twice. I'm kind of thinking that. I mean, is playing 60 minutes maybe the kind of key item that needs to be honed in on to snap this?
I think so. I mean, look up and down our roster, like we have the players. We show flashes of games, whether it's 30 minutes, 45 minutes of being really good and outplaying teams, outplaying really good teams. But I think that we have yet to have a full 60 minutes. And like I said, in this league, it's really hard to win if you're not playing 60 minutes. You can't spot teams, leads and expect to come back.
What did change from the first half to the second half? It looked like the defense really kind of suppressed Georgia, and they didn't have a lot of opportunities. Is that what you saw, or were there other things?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to say. I think that's something we're trying to pinpoint right now, because it is a theme of coming out strong in the second half and battling back. I think that I think it might be just something little like just a little bit of energy. I think that maybe there's a little bit of kind of that desperate state when you're down and you have to step up, and I think that kind of just picks up the energy and leads to good things. And maybe it's something just as simple as that right now. I don't know if it's X's and O's. I think it's literally just kind of coming out and right from the get-go we gotta have that same energy, that same kind of that desperate mindset.
You had 2 goals and 7 points. I mean, individually it looked like a very good game for you. How did you feel out there?
I feel like how the team went. I feel like I had a slow start, and I think there was patches of my game tonight where I didn't help us, and I know it cost us a goal getting off, and that comes back to bite us. And so there's patches of the game where I let the team down. I think there's parts of the game where when the team's going well, I was going well too. So I think I kind of matched that.
I do want to ask you about your buddy because Ryan Smith has this ability, it seems, to lead. Like in that second half, he took charge with those back-to-back goals he got. We started talking with Hazer earlier this week. If he's going from being a good player to an elite player in the NLL, there may be some bias on your end, but what's your take?
I mean, in my mind, I think he arguably is the best player in the league. I think the way he's playing this year is just lights out. The thing about Smitty is, like you said, he's a leader. He can shoot the ball, he can pass the ball. He drives hard with the ball. He sets good picks. There's no weakness to his game. There's no way a team can totally shut him down because every area of his game is so strong. And I think that he's proven right now that he is arguably the best, if not right up there in the discussion.
When we were talking about these losses, another commonality could be injuries because there have been a lot of guys missing. So does going into another bye week, feels like the Knighthawks have more of them than anybody, at least this first half of the season. But I mean, are you optimistic as a player that it could help just get some reinforcements in 2 weeks when you're back at it?
Yeah. I think, we just talked about that in the locker room. We got a lot of guys that are injured right now, and this bye week could be good for us to get some numbers back, get some bodies back. And we talked about in there, bye week might be good just to kind of reset our minds. Take a week away, from the sport. Obviously, keep doing the work off the floor to stay in shape and whatnot. But just kind of take the little reset. Take a deep breath and come back in 2 weeks and almost take it as like a fresh slate.